Come on. Hey. Hurry.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry, making 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They decipher.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
On play action, Allen. He's going to look deep for Watkins. They've got his man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen uses the stiff arm, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Keith Smith, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes, certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
And that's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw again on second down. Hurts escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. They go play action with Hurts. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Partner, find me a star more on the rise than Deebo Samuel after last season. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner. This man does it all for the San Francisco 49ers. Ranked third in the league in all-purpose yardage and deservedly made first-team All-Pro. Building on that with a first down here.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Bird to return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes a field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. There's part of the philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this out past the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kareem Hunt
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd catch in this first half for him, and this one is a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. The Falcons in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got Pruitt. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
A field goal gets them the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal.
To throw, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts.
And he will find his man, Samuel.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Hurts going to keep it again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Throwing is Hurts.
There's a nice move. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
But first down, Hurts.
Bulldozes past him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's complete left side to Gray.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
18 Rattler, 19 Wyatt. Hey, pass.
The slot man in motion right.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And one more time, that's Watkins. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively. Because once...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Devontae Smith.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And now how about this? They'll go for 2 and try to get to the locker room with a tie ball game. A final shot before half for Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Bird to return from his end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. A pick 6 from the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football, and ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Bird to return from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 50, 30, 10. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. On play action, Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10.
This pass is caught by London.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 with the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
56.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. Final minute now of the third quarter. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
On 2nd and a yard. Allen
Got a man. It's London.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Falcons put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready, set. Ready.
Hurts now, hoping to make up for that pick six. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
Deebo Samuel, 64 yards. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Gold with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They go play action with Hurts.
And the grab by Croft. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Hurts throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Hurts.
This will be caught at Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Miles Sanders, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Now Allen. Finding Hunt.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
And see if you can get it to your running back. See if he can make someone miss in the open field.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Allen.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 61 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to air one out toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the 49ers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the